if I kind of move on to the future of cloud, and obviously very, very successful company and that's very, very successful part of your business. Where do you see it going?
I guess we've had a change in strategy from the time we were upsourced to being Dimension Data. Yeah. Back in the upsource days, we were going after public cloud. The 800-pound gorilla in the room was Amazon, and basically we were saying we can do it better than Amazon.
Hard to compete.
Very hard to compete.
Yeah.
But we were relatively successful. We had as a niche player. Yeah. Dimension Data were much more interested in what they were calling private cloud.
Yeah.
So they have large, huge multinationals, telco companies that they've basically done, technical services for years. They were saying we were really interested in this cloud technology, but we're not going to put our critical applications up on a public cloud. We want basically our own data center with private cloud.
Yeah.
So the strategy at Dimension Data has changed a bit from back in the outsource days of focusing on public cloud to now with Dimension Data, it's like we're private. We also have this thing called hosted private, where basically we will stand up your applications in a private cloud on our infrastructure.
Right.
That's dedicated to you.
Okay.
All the way to hybrid. Some companies want to say, well, I want to do my dev and QA in cloud, but then when I run in production, I want to run that in my own. So there's a variance of hybrid cloud as well. Yeah. So our strategy really is, no matter Mr. Customer, no matter where you are on your journey, we've got a solution for you.
Yeah.
So our cloud infrastructure is the same. Unlike Amazon, it's basically if you're running private cloud, you're running on. We've come up with this thing called the MCP, the Managed Cloud Platform, which really is a blueprint. So like it's a bill of materials, it's a bomb saying, okay, if you want to go off and build a cloud, then you go off and you buy all this kit and you stack and rack it and you cable it. Yeah. And then you have our software that we develop in Dublin, the cloud control software there in front of it to manage it all for you, and you can have small, medium, large versions of this, and basically they can be public or private, and all the infrastructure is the same, the software is the same. You decide, Mr. Customer, what you want.
Just a lot more personal. They got different options depending on their usage. They can really take advantage of that. Yeah. And did that take a while for the team to get their head around that? Were they bought into that straight away? Or?
Yeah, I think definitely. I think the team here has been instrumental in helping to build out this infrastructure. We have an operations team, but some of this is quite technical, and basically the team here are kind of the experts. So we work with our team here has a sister team in Ashburn in Virginia. Yeah. So we work very closely with those guys to do the first few, and then basically we will train the operations team and say, okay, here now take this MCP blueprint, and here's a whole bunch of scripts and documentation, and now that you can go and build this out globally.
Do you see security as a big talking point for the coming years?
Big time, yeah. Security. I mean, big, absolutely. And actually, what Dimension Data has decided to do is because we're part of the NTT group, and in each of the divisions of that, there's Dimension Data, NTT Data, NTT Com. There's security initiatives going on. They've decided that it's so important for them as a company that they're taking those security teams and basically centralizing them into one entity security for the whole group. Right. Okay. So it's seen as being key.
Yeah. I was reading recently was that it's not a question of will you get hacked? It's when you get hacked, and what will your response be? Yeah. Which is kind of scary. Yeah. And I think I read some stats, something like 70% of companies don't acknowledge to the public when they've been hacked. Yeah.
See that's a huge selling point for cloud, because if you can, we've got a security team that basically does penetration testing on our new MCPs as we bring them up. So basically, we've got software that basically is on the periphery watching what's going on. Yeah. We have an anti-fraud team who basically knows somebody comes into our cloud and spins up a virtual machine and then starts hacking other machines, we shut them down straight away. Yeah. So all those things are hugely valuable in terms of sitting down in front of somebody who is concerned about security and saying, okay, well, you want to run this infrastructure internally and have this security headache yourself, or you want to have a trusted provider like us who can basically run all that for you.